Yes, people, it's Professor Banner, aka Hulk, the Battle Rap Show, episode 17. I remembered what episode it was then without having to ask anybody. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of them things there. Make sure you share it on your news feed. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, my guy Pedro. Come on, regular face on the show. Get me? Everyone always says they want to see Pedro back, so man had to make sure you lot get what you need. Another very special co-host that's always on the show that people like to see. Man like FT Forever Tapped, you get me? Make sure you follow these, man. Are always blessings to have them on. Hold Tight War and 12-way every time behind the camera with the visuals and all of that sugar. So make sure you hit them up if you need that stuff. And today we got a big special guest, you know, a man like Big Sean Kray. What you saying, my bro?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Come on, man. So, bruv, let's just start from the beginning, bruv. Where you from? Like, what's Sean Kray about, bruv? What's a bit of a backstory about Sean Kray, mate?
Not a rapper for a start. Yeah, North London. Just I came into battle rap just watching Jump Off and that Scala days.
I was talking. I think me and Earl was chatting about this on one of the things we filmed recently, and like I was saying, like guys like you was watching for time, so like now you battle. I'd expect you to be good because you had that time to watch and. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't realize until quite recently. I think I saw you in the background of an old. Because to be fair with you, I didn't really know who you was until like Shrewsbury. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought like you was kind of new on the scene. And then I saw an old battle and I was like, bro, this guy's been here watching the whole time, and I didn't even know who he was. Yeah. You get me?
I went away. That's why. Like, so very early, Don't Flop, 2008, 9, 10. I was going all the time. And then the last one I went to was 2 to Test 10. And then I didn't go again from 2 to Test 10 until...
I battled Zena to the Test 10.
Yeah, you did. You opened, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'm saying he even remembers what order the battles were.
I always remember being like, that was an amazing opener because the energy of like Zen against... It'd be the same if it happened now.
Yeah.
And I didn't go again until the first next in line, which was... Shocks against Tony D, which I think was 2016.
Yeah, see, I was saying, so I tried out in 2012, innit? So from me starting just up until and in 2016, I think I was at KOTR at that point, innit? So I weren't even really around.
Well, you didn't start in KOTR though, innit?
No, but from 2012 to like 2014, I was at Don't Flop, and then after that, I was at KOTR, innit? I weren't at Don't Flop. So yeah,
all the old ones remember me like Osh. Rowan, Kruger, like Ark and that.
Cool.
But then anyone that came in that 2012 was that big crop. I never really watched it, and then I got back in a few years later.
Did you know anyone from battle rap outside of battle rap before? Like you went on that? Know anyone from the ends?
Anyone? No. It was. I was just mainly into Mike Assassin. That's who I loved. I loved Mike Assassin. The fact that he would go up and down the country, he did that Gladiators tour, and he went to like Newcastle, Bristol, Norwich.
You also bodied Iron Solomon, I think, man. I thought he won those.
To be fair, it's always that argument because it's like.
Oh, do you know who he did body? He bodied fucking Saint, innit? Have you ever seen? If you ain't seen Mike Assassin vs Saint, anyway, listen. Here's a fact. He messaged me in like 2017. Mike Assassin, innit? I didn't even know what his Instagram was. He ain't got Mike Assassin on there, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you might not have heard of me, but my name's Mike Assassin. You're one of my favorite freestyle battlers." I was like, bro. You're the GOAT, innit? You get me? Because he's one of my favourites as well. But he's messaging me saying that.
Like, I can still watch Mike Assassin battles now because they're all like 10 and 12 minutes long. He just turns up. It's like my style when I battle people, I just want to take the piss out of them with every bar. It's just like, you got fucking big nose, you've got this, that. I'm turning up looking like me, so I'm like, it ends up being a decent battle because they can say a lot to me and I'll just fire shit at them. It doesn't really flow. And that's what Mike's used to do in the freestyle days, was just like, your mum did this, your dad did that, and it was just
you have to make up lies about them because you don't even know you're battling. You're like, no, but I'm pretending this guy is a nonce and he got nonce. Like, that's what we were saying, innit? Do you know when I was battling Slimbug, I was going to do a whole thing about how he got exposed as being a nonce in his last battle because no one's seen his last battle. I could have done that and made it believable, but I thought, you know what? I don't want to talk about this.
Pedro's a demon.
just making everyone in the room believe it, innit? And I'll tell you, man, like, look, react like it's real when I say this.
Hey, Sean,
and it would have been peak.
So you said you like to take the piss, like you just like to take the piss, like so. Say like someone's got a big head, like you just like to like focus, like right, you got a big head sort of thing. So what would you say? What would you say? Yeah, to us three, one thing right now. What would your angle? Like, how would you? What would you say?
I've already smoked Hulk, didn't I? Like,
oh!
What was that? I said some bar that was like, yeah, you ain't the Hulk. That's just a fake gold tooth, bruv. It's turning you green.
Do you know what the worst thing is though? Yeah?
Do you
know what the worst thing is though? Yeah. I swear I didn't even know I was battling you. You get me? I didn't know I was battling him, yeah. And I battled 5 people, one after the other. What? Yeah, he was one of them. And I smoked like 3 of them.
Wait,
and I didn't know I was battling, like, I didn't know, I only knew I was battling like 2 people, I think. So technically, I won the battle.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Wait,
I won the
battle.
Yeah, I won the battle.
They didn't get here.
Oh man!
But I'd say him and Crow do the best. Like, do you get me?
Yeah, I had some funny because I had that other one with you that was just like he's that guy in the pub who fucking leans on your fruit machine telling you what buttons to press. Like,
who's that against him? Is that against you?
Yeah. But it could have gone against. That's the thing. Most of my shit can go against anyone. Like I had because I battled Quill the other day that was on 4 days prep. I had a couple things left over for Raws.
Oh, you battled him.
He can get it. Like,
when you have big battles like that, yeah, and it's like 4 days prep, but it's Quill, yeah. What would you say like the good and the bads are? Because everyone goes through it. It's like you got to. Well, I don't want to speak for you, but there's obviously probably good points to like let me do it, and then bad points where it's like
it's a good opportunity.
Yeah, but time.
It was a really bad time for that battle to come up because I was working that week. And I was on 24-hour call out. So I was working solidly. I got offered the battle on the Monday afternoon. It was for the Saturday. And I got 2 kids at home and all that. I'm like, how the fuck am I even going to prep for this? But I was like, it's just a big opportunity. And Rowan needed someone to fill in. I was like, fuck it. I just went in there. I had a couple of throwaways. I dropped 3 slogans in there. But like, the slogans all just went off. So it's like, as long as you bring the right energy, I probably only wrote 12 bars for Quill.
But you came with a full package.
It was only a 1-rounder, so it was 5 minutes. So it was, it went off. It was good.
I'm saying people forget battle rappers have real lives, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? 24-hour call out's not a joke.
I was saying
they're on standby for that. So even when you're writing,
I do think it's good. Like, you see the young ones coming through, man's got to give them more opportunities because again, they are the guys like the Black Tees, the Reverses, etc. The newer, younger guys. They ain't got kids and that. Man can say to them, yo, what you doing this weekend? Come, it's going to be a vibe. Like with me, like certain times, I'll say to her, like, look, I'll do the battle for free because it's an opportunity for me. I want to do it. Like when I battled Sonny Green or whatever at the O2 Brixton Academy, it was before Raekwon and them man performed. I got to say, I kind of opened up for Raekwon and Pharaoh Monch or whatever and Goldie and... Do you get what I'm saying? So that's a big opportunity for me. So I'll do the battle. But other than that, certain times I don't want to do. There's got to be like an incentive, a personal incentive for me sometimes, innit, to say, do you know what? I want to do this battle because it's gonna be an experience. Pedro's just. Pedro destructing the
someone, can we line up a battle for me and Pedro? I've got the perfect angle for him. You know, he spelled the ash on the seat.
Lucky I'm wearing grey, blood.
Oh, frets! Oh, it's going off! I tune in next time to see what happens. Yo!
Nah, yeah, but it's real though. Yeah, you see these younger ones, they can be like, yeah, I want to go.
But then saying that, yeah,
everything's more of an opportunity.
I think
for
they
them,
call it a negative. Oh yeah, not a Nancy, but a negative. I'll be a negative Nigel today. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you feel like the passion's gone out of battle rap? Like you see, like all us man, it's like. I don't know, it's like man with men. Like imagine that man's calling like Black Tea and them man. Like man's looking at them like little boys. Like they're not like.
No, but it's for them. It's the.
Are they doing
the exciting? Do you know what it is? Yeah, like
would you say battle rap is in a state of affairs where like, look, there is bare free people, but you got man like Sean Kray, even me, yourself, man are grown ups with lives. Man held it up. Man's done it. It is meant to be these man. But where's the weekly events? Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, sometimes that passion of having a child, having a life, having like 24-hour call out, that takes your brain to a next level. Yeah. Someone that isn't living that life, they can't
They're just trying to enjoy themselves, isn't it?
Kind of fit, yeah. Like it's like
I would have never battled when I was like 20.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, what was it that made you decide to battle after all that time of watching and that? Like, so say you said you started watching Don't Flop in say 2008. When was your first battle?
2019.
2019. So say 11 years. But between that time, like, what was it that just made you say, do you know what, I'm gonna do it?
It was almost an accident because it was like we were putting that event on in Shrewsbury that had a load of new people going to it. Like we sold for that event that you came to, we sold about 200 tickets, but it was an all-day event. Do you remember? So it was like the people that was there for the a cappella at the start. It was a whole different crowd there later because it was like an 8-hour thing. And I was like, there's loads of people who've never watched battle rap before, but they're just up for coming to it because it was just in a lively bar. So I was like, we need someone to just go on who can tailor their stuff to them. Like, you know, just be funny, they can get it, but understand the battling at the same time. And Rowan was like, I was like, oh, look, we'll try and get Osh. And then that didn't happen. And then Rowan was just like, why don't you do it? And like, just sort of, I was like, I don't know. And now I've just done it, and it was all right. So it was. Then it was only ever meant to be a one-off. And then the next one was Danny Jack. We were in a pub beer garden, and Danny Jack was just like, oh yeah, I'd smoke you. And I was like, you don't smoke anyone. Like, and we just got in this argument. I was like, I've only battled once, but I will beat you. And then Rowan was sat opposite us, and he was like, well, we've got to lock this in then. So then I wake up the next morning like, oh.
So did you just freestyle in your first battle and like you never wrote bars or anything before? Because I remember you said you wasn't a rapper. So did you never like rap or do like you just literally went onto the stage as just a normal man I
wrote, but like I'd never like spat. Never have, still haven't.
How long like preparation did you have from that when he asked you to do it to when you battled your first battle?
It was like 2 months.
Madness. I need to watch that. That's hard.
Yeah. That was against Tidal. It was all right. It was the first ever one. I don't like watching it now because I'm like, I was really slow. Like I'm like more animated.
Yeah.
Then it was like just get these bars out. So I don't like to. Some of the stuff I said in there was good, and if I could re-say it now, I could say it and it'd go off. Yeah. But on the day it went off in the room, but it would be way better now.
Yeah. Evolution.
So like obviously you said it was an accident, you ended up doing it again, you battled Danny Jack. What point did you say like, right, I'm a battle rapper now?
What was the next one? The next one was you, I think, in that thing. But again, that was like Rowan had a few dropouts. It was meant to be you against 8 people. 2 days before, he was like, "Oh, I need you to jump in this thing against Hulk." He's like, "Oh, all you need is 22 bars." And I was like,
22.
I tries to convince people in some mad ways, you know.
That doesn't
me, just do
exist.
This.
Like 22 bars.
22 and everyone complains, isn't it?
It's a joke that I've thrown him under the bus when that's me making that stupid error. But it was like it would have been 20 bars, innit? And it's like, so yeah, that's all it was. But yeah, that's it. And
22, and it just spit us up half on the south.
I know why I said 22 because as it was on the day, I ended up doing 22 because there was a bit of a fucking it fucks it around. But I do a lot of just like one line setup. But yeah, so that was another one of them, and then I battled Cooper, and that was the one where he brought all his mates, and I started going in on his mates, and I was like, look at them. They ain't here to cheer for the rappers. He's here for the piss up, and he's here for the slappers. And it went off in the room, and that was when
I think it's everyone was there for the slappers, isn't it? They could all relate to that. Everyone could relate.
So because he brought a load of boys, brought about like 15 boys that were there literally for a piss up. They've never watched a battle rap event, so they were there dressed up to go out. So it was just it just went off in the room. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't feel like I'm serious. I still feel like I'm a bit different.
You definitely are.
If someone offered you money right now, yeah, you don't need to say your job or anything, but if someone offered you money right now and came to you and said, I'll give you
Match my
every
salary.
month, how much would you say? That's it. I'm quitting my job. I'm a full-time battle rapper.
It's one of them ones where they say if you can do a job that you enjoy, you never work a day in your life. So I reckon I could get by in my situation I am in now, 25k.
25k a month.
I could
Per month.
a month, a year.
A year.
Yeah. I could live. I could jack in my job.
So is
Like,
that
I
like
earn a lot more than that, but
$2,000. That's actually reasonable though.
it's £500 a week.
Yeah.
give or
Yeah, if
take.
you're doing 2 events, he said that's reasonable.
Yeah,
But
I
again,
could
though,
do that.
do you know what it is as well, though? How many battles would you have to do that month?
You have to battle every
He's
week
already
for
broke
battle.
it down into
Battle.
weeks,
That's
innit?
that's the
He's
thing.
broke it down into
That's
weeks.
the thing. If you have to do 50 battles in a year and you don't get expenses, then I'm
It's
in,
not
I'm
even
in
that.
trouble. Like.
By the end of the year, how many are you going to enjoy?
Alright,
right?
now what if you have to battle twice a month? Then you got to battle. Say it's like
Bad
a
for
month.
battle, then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a month. What would you do? A battle next week. The battle comes out. You battle in the next week. Battle comes
No, I used
out.
to do that
That's
for
your
free.
role.
I used
This
to
is
do
the-
that shit
That's
for
what we
free,
was all
bro.
doing.
This is the thing, innit? The only
that
reason,
good?
the only reason why this is all fantasy, yeah, is because whoever's giving you that bag or that 2 bags a month, yeah, they've got to know that you're generating that 2 bags a month plus something for them to eat off, yeah. So let's just say they don't want to be greedy, but their aim is to make 2.5 bags a month off you. Now that's not the event, because there may be other battlers they got to pay at the event, there's venue, whatever. Just you as an expense is 2 bags a month, and they want to make money off of you because you're an investment.
Yeah, but you're giving your
So
life
they've
to
got
it.
to make two
My
and a
man
half. Say
gives his life
just
to
to like I said, not to be greedy. Say they just want to make £2,250 a month back off of you. So that's £250 profit a month.
Yeah, and they're doing it to 10 people. That's 2 bags. 5.
You've got to know that you can sell that amount of tickets, that amount of whatever.
That's what it would be. Of course, you.
Otherwise, it's like a record label debt, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that would be.
Do you get what I'm saying?
In terms of what you could live on, if I could net £500 a week, I'd be happy.
That's it. Though. I think that's reasonable. 2 battles a month.
It's reasonable for me to live on the money, but it's not reasonable for fucking Rowan to pay me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I could 50. 100.
But in America, they'll get sponsors. and
See,
do that
America's
shit.
so
You get
big.
me?
America's so big.
Bare battle leagues as well.
So
innit?
what-
It's like RB and all of that shit. Like.
What would your dream battle be? Like who would you like? Who?
Ocean would be.
Osh.
Yeah, Ocean, Liverpool.
Get out of here,
Oh,
man.
let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. Have you spoke to Prem about it?
Briggsy said something about it, but my brother also spoke to Osh, and Osh was like, I don't think it ain't likely, so I ain't really thinking about it.
Bruv,
You might have to throw some money
listen,
into it,
I'm
innit?
telling you, did I tell you what the mistake was?
My brother.
Nah, not even that. Maybe. The mistake was you spoke to Osh, yeah? You need to speak to his management, who I'm actually quite close with, yeah? I can, you get me? I can sway some people.
Management to get to home, sir.
Come on, man, you need to know, bruv. You know who Osh's manager is? Flossy, bruv. Like, you mad.
We
I'll
got
hit
the
up
drop.
Floss now and be like, listen, Osh versus Sean Kray on Premier Battles, love.
Oi.
Let's get it happening,
Let's
love.
get it happening, love.
In Liverpool, you ain't even gonna go nowhere. Just get him round the corner from his own gaff.
Come on,
You
love.
get me?
Nah, but yeah, what O'Shea? Yeah, no,
That'll
that's
be
good
sick.
though.
What about internationally?
O'Shea's a legend.
Internationally, I don't know. It'd be real, like people that's obviously way out of your like category, but like Saurus.
Way out of your category, you know. Not even his, isn't it? Just using it. It ain't in yours, you know, but I'll tell you, it is.
Yeah, like, but yeah. Saurus is like is the goat in my head.
What
But
country has
I-
the best?
Has the best?
What country has the best battle rap league?
I don't know, but I've battled both of the people to be said on it. So.
I
Yeah,
battled
I don't
Osh.
know. I mean, it's stupid for me to go to because I don't watch American battle. Like,
Do you know what's
at
it?
all. I
This
only,
is-
I only watch Don't Flop and Prem. I don't watch anything else.
Oh, is it? You know what? You didn't even watch
England.
King of the Dot on
I
Grind
u-
Time, but not like that.
I used to watch every grind time back in the day,
Same.
and then King of the Dot like at the times when it was like Diz against DNA,
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
that's
Like I
what I
loved
used
it then, but I ain't watched it
you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think KOTD is probably the league that I watch the most. You know,
nowadays.
Yeah, even now, I think KOTD is literally the league that I watch the most. But it's just because like they have a mixture in it of people that I like to see in it. They have a couple guys from the URL. They have a couple guys from like Grind Time. They have new Canadian brothers. Like they mix it up good in it. I think like they just recently dropped like JC versus Lopesci or something like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Them mad battles. Like,
I was next to Lopesci at the event, and he was talking to me, and I just thought he was a random bro. I did not notice it at all, and I was airing him for time, and then I looked at him after like 20 minutes. I was like, oh shit, yo. And I was trying to think of his name, and he goes Lopesci. I've met him bare. I was there when Mickey punched him up. But
Pedro, man.
I mean, this is known shit. It's known shit. But I didn't even notice it was him.
Swear Mickey got in the bed, didn't it? Mickey was in his bed.
Mickey was sleeping in the bed, and
he said to him, get out of the bed.
Yeah, no.
And then Mickey said, if I get out of the bed, I'm going to punch you up.
Yeah. No, he got out, but he goes, look, if you're not going to go asleep in it, like, he goes, basically, get in the bed or have a fight in it, or like, let me, like, whatever it was. And or either I'm getting in or you get in or we're fighting, and he just started swinging on him. And I was there to Nameless. I was like, bro, just let them have it out, because I thought Nameless might try backing him, and I thought, no, I ain't gonna have it. Like, I was like, calm down. And Nameless was loving it, and he was just loving.
I've never met Nameless, but I swear he seems quite hench.
He's hench, but he's safe. He's a funny, but
like, he's always been safe.
Is your real name Sean Kray?
No, it's not. I'm not gonna bait him up though. I tagged him one time on Facebook, and I tagged his other account, and he was like, "You're baiting me up, mate. Come on."
My name's Sean, but I've got like I like to keep my name out just because of my family members.
Is it a Kray twins flip then? Like Kray, or,
he's named after.
Do you know what? The way that name ever came is stupid, because I was working on those events with Rowan.
Yeah.
And because I was living in Shrewsbury at the time, and I was trying to get all these people to come. I put my name as this was Facebook, and I put my name as Shrewsbury Rap Battles, and just like adding up anyone that ever went to an R&B, hip hop, any event that was anywhere nearby. I just added up everyone until we had like 5,000, and then we put this event on. That first event, we sold 450 tickets for that. That was a really
it's good marketing, man. You should do that again.
Second one, yeah. But the thing
that's nearly literally 10% of the 5,000.
So the thing was, they ended up shutting it down. And they were like, it's not a real name. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, right, I've got to change my name to something now. And I wrote Sean. I was like, I don't want to have a name that's not my actual name, because like it's just weird. And I sat there and I was like, what am I going to put? And I thought, if I put Kray, like, Rowan's going to be like, what the fuck have you called yourself that for? And I thought it wasn't ever going to stick. And then it just stuck. It's just for a stupid reason.
What if you had to make a name, like, see how like he's Hulk, I'm like Forever Tats, like one of them kind of names. What would you pick? Like?
What would I say?
I didn't pick my name though. That's the thing, bro.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how them kind of names come about anyway.
I had a stupid nickname when I was in school, because it was on our bus. I was like the one white guy on the bus, and they used to.
What, in Shrewsbury?
This was in London, wasn't it? And it was like, and so my name was just Ice, and they said Icy White. And I hated it.
Icy
White. And then I tried to kind of embrace it, and then I got like to 16, 17. I was like, fuck that. got rid of that. But yeah.
I know a couple white ones called Ice still.
Icy White. No, they went overtime on him. Like,
Frost's name
all they see is
white.
Icy White, you know.
Trust me.
Nah, big up.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I don't know what I thought about.
So what Battle at Raws, is that the biggest crowd you've battled in front of?
What was that, 300?
Or was it the Shrewsbury?
Nah, it would have been the Raws one.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other day, innit?
The second day. Remember when we was outside with Krishna and that?
Oh shit!
To be fair,
I was there. I would say you're the ultimate pub rapper. Yeah. The way you move is funny. Still, you just move like you're in the pub. Like,
to be fair, I battled LSD on Plug 3, which was the one where Shotty battled Shuffle, and that was like 400 and something.
Of course.
But it was at the start of the day.
Not as busy.
PB, like, they get you on early. If you're on like first or second, you're on early. Whereas if you're on first for Rowan, everyone's in the building, which I prefer, to be fair. Because I think that people are pissed off standing around for all that time, but I think that they're anticipating it. They've all had a beer, and they go off for that first battle. Whereas I find the PB ones, like Plug 4 reverse against Lazy, it was like it's still filling up. People were still walking in the room while the battle's happening. But you know why it happens, because they can't afford to maximise the first one, and then the last one they run out of time. So it is a balance.
Definitely, man. How did you feel that battle went with Rose though, man? How did it feel like you battling in front of, you know, that in a room like that? The venue was nice, you know, it was lit up nice.
Yeah, that was the best. Yeah, that was the most prepped I've ever been. Like, the thing is, when I battled Quill the other day, I was like, one of the things that pisses me off when I watch it back is that, because I get a lot of reactions for my setups, like nearly everyone is just like some kind of a reaction. Against Raws, I was getting the reaction on the setup and I'm stopping and I'm saying it again, and it really maximises it. Whereas against Quill, I'm a bit more worried about not getting through, so I'm kind of talking through it, and then they don't really hear the punch. Like, so that was the best one, Quill, for against Raws, for like the reactions and that. That was going off mad, and it just coming off the stage there, and it was like, because I had that whole thing about like West London in the third round that was like Joey Shepherd's Bush and all this kind of stuff, and on that stage was like Frankie Fraser, Villain, like loads of like West guys. I can't remember who exactly was there. And as soon as I come off afterwards, they're all shaking my hands, just like, I knew that you look how Joey Essex would if he was Joey Shepherd's Bush. Like, I knew it would go off, but it would go off mainly because the West guys. Like, it's like against Quill, I said about like...
Villain's not from West, by the way. He's a South youth. Just to clarify.
But yeah, like the one against Quill, where I was like, yeah, your girlfriend's like 16, bro. You do coursework with her, and your dad washes windscreens on the North Circular, and I'm like, that's only gonna go off in London. You can't say that in Liverpool or something, because they're like, what the fuck's that? But yeah.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? You got to cater to like where you are, innit? What people are gonna get and stuff, man. You ain't battled in Ireland.
No.
Are you gonna? Is it on the list?
Raptor has been on my case.
Come, we'll go over, bruv. We'll do it together. We'll show them how to drink, bruv.
I feel like I want to go over there and like experience one first, and then I'll go and battle. I want to like.
I'm not gonna lie to you yet. Like, apart from a couple like Raptor and a couple others that are obviously high level, they get a lot of low level battlers.
Yeah.
So when they get decent people come over, they fucking love you, bro. I'm telling you.
Raptor said that.
Like, you'll do well over there because you're good and you're better than, say, 80-90% of their whole scene. They'll love you.
Ireland is getting hit up today.
Nah, it's real, bro. Even the Irish lot will tell you
Fight
this.
back, Ireland.
Do you get me? The Irish lot will tell you this, bro. These man, how many events can they really put on between them? The amount of battlers they've got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They haven't even got that many battlers on the roster.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Because I've done that Will Ross battle as well. That was Liverpool. That was like 300 people as well.
Love Liverpool as well.
I've been lucky to be on the big crowds.
Do you have like a like, obviously you said Osh like as a like a kind of dream battle, but say for like 2024, do you have a hit list or any people that you're looking for?
I'm quite ambitious. Like, I'm gonna have to fucking like settle down and just battle whoever it is gonna be. But people like Osh and like Marlo and people like that, they're the ones that excite me. But you know, Marlo would fucking kill me. But I feel like he kills everybody. But I'd have a good time. Make a Wish Foundation.
I think that's smart, Marlo. Actually, our interview alone got like 30,000 views in it. That's mad, bro.
Yeah, so they're the kind of ones that.
But alright, cool. So just like realistic hit list, who do you think you're gonna try and arrange a battle with this year if you can?
Matter. I reckon Matter.
Cool.
I know he rates me. I know that like, and so yeah, he's someone that would just do it. He's not gonna be precious or whatever. So he might watch it now and be fucking precious, but I don't know. That'd probably be my next one that I'll be looking at doing. Is Matter somewhere.
I'd like to see you versus Frost. You know.
That was
some reason that battle
that was effectively that was going to happen on BB, yeah, but it was it wasn't to be. But it might happen and it might happen somewhere else. But I feel like I need to step away because now I've battled like Raws and then Quill. I feel like my material for Frost would be similar shit to what I've said in them. So I kind of going against someone like Matter, Northerner. I can do different work with that because otherwise I'm just going down the same.
Would you say that there's any battlers that you're similar to or that have similar styles to you?
Similar.
You like anyone? Is anyone like you?
Nah, like I say, we were talking about before. I was always Mike Assassin was who I was influenced by, and in terms of that, just like insult, I just throw it one after the other. It's like that's who I'm influenced by. And because not many people are checking for Mike Assassin as an influence, I'm probably fucking different to everybody else. I don't think there's anyone similar.
What did you think of Luna's last battle?
It was alright. Like, it was. I loved Luna, but yeah.
You sound like you're trying not to offend him, but you gotta say it and all that.
Yeah, I think what he said was good, but it weren't going off in the room. Yeah. And I feel like
you was there, innit, Pedro? Yeah, what do you reckon?
Man, I thought he was doing good, bro. I thought his bars were sick.
I thought they were good, but yeah, they just weren't. When they're not rocking with it like that, you can see it has a little bit of an impact on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if he did exactly the same material against Marv and it was in like London or Leeds,
he done British humour, innit?
They'd be going bonkers.
No, do you know what happened, yeah? He spat his first few bars and it was like about him being skinny, innit? It was skinny jokes. And Marv, I was looking at him and he was not rating the bars, innit? Yeah. And it sort of made everyone in the crowd not rate the bars either for the first round, innit? And then as soon as he started doing the fat jokes, started popping.
Well, I see Luna tweet saying he's going to do another battle, innit? Yeah. He said, I feel like he has to do another battle because the last one he done one or that or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's going to do. I think he'll probably do one in UK, but like.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be in UK.
But I think it'll be international. I don't think it'll be.
Do you reckon it'll be PB?
It's either going to be Shotty or fucking someone.
I don't think it'll be Shotty.
Do you reckon it'll be on PB or Don't Flop?
Well, I reckon he's going to do one on both, bro. To be honest, I reckon he'll do one.
I don't know, man. If he only does one, where will it be? Because at the same time, he's got the Don't Flop legacy, so it'll be still for him to that. Because, bruv, I'm not going to lie, I wear the Don't Flop beanie. I was in TK Maxx in Hounslow like 2 days ago, and one guy in the queue was like, lunacy. Do you get me? I swear down, and he started saying lunacy bars to me. And then even like the day before that, I was at work. One Asian brother in South London, he see my hat, he's like, oh, you must be a lunacy fan. So it's like people now see Don't Flop, and the first thing that comes to mind is lunacy. Yeah. Lunacy hasn't battled on Don't Flop in years, and when he did, it was once. And then not for years before
man's
that.
The whole face of the thing.
Bro, he is. He literally is.
On the streets.
Bro, he's more recognisable than her.
Crazy, bro. Like, why doesn't he battle? What happened?
Bro, he makes music, innit? He just wants to sell music.
So he doesn't just, like, oh, he's not a battle rapper like that?
Like, he was, innit? And then he went viral, got kind of big, and then just wanted to sell music instead. Didn't want to battle all the time.
But what did he go viral for?
Battling.
Do you remember how his views how his views absolutely jumped? Do you remember it? Do you remember who it was?
That's crazy.
Yo, I need to stand outside, innit?
I'm feeling a bit
sick. It's JME.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I have to wait outside, but it's my birthday. I've been getting drunk. Sorry, bro. Cool, I have to wait outside, innit? Good, bro.
Yeah, his battles were on like.
Happy birthday to Pedro, man. Big him up, man.
Happy birthday to yourself, Pedrino, man.
Yeah, I'll wait outside for you, innit?
Cool.
You're done now, brother, man. Come on, man. So obviously today we've talked, and right now we need to get into a serious topic.
Sorry. Let me just hold you 1 second. What was you saying, bro? You saying JME?
Yeah, well, like Luna was getting more views than most people at the time, but maybe like 20, 30K. And then JME was like, I've been watching this guy Luna C, and he like spammed it on the timeline for an hour or so, and the next thing they all blew up.
So I'm saying certain people just share the things and it goes up like that, boy.
Oh, yeah, I don't really think it happens like that now, but the way it was
still
at the time,
can, bro.
2011.
You never know, innit?
Still can. Well, yeah, sorry, bro. What was you saying?
No, do you know what? I wasn't gonna say nothing. That's why I didn't fight it on that. I was just trying to keep the thing going, innit? Like,
I just
man
wanted
walked
to
out.
finish
Yeah,
what
no,
you were
it was
saying.
the best thing. That's why I never said nothing. But obviously, I was just gonna talk some sort of something.
But yeah, so as well, I ask all of my guests, bruv, celebrity crush, bruv.
It'd be one of the Latin ones. It'd be like
One of the Latin ones, you know, he's a proper geezer.
It's got to be either J-Lo or Salma Hayek.
Bruv, we get a lot of that, you know. I said Salma Hayek as well before. I think we've had a couple of people say her.
I don't get too much in trouble for that because the missus is kind of that way as well. Like if I was just like, I like this is what I like, and she's like, hang about.
Hang about that.
Well, I just like what I like because I'm an independent man.
Why don't you not have the what was her name? Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Why don't you not have a battle over a little friendly one, man? What? No.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire, innit? See, imagine if one of you got her from that battle. Would you leave your missus for her? Oh no!
She can join the family, innit? That's how it goes, innit? Kids, this is the maid.
Sean don't know what to do. That this is why I'm not really a battle rapper.
This is right, bruv.
Who's yours?
Yeah, who's yours?
I'm not getting what?
Who's your celebrity crush, bro?
Oh, my baby mum, fam. She's famous in my eyes.
But don't you like even your baby mum? There must be certain films where she goes, "Oh yeah, like he's nice."
Nah, we're Muslim. We don't really watch films.
You're chatting shit.
Nah, we don't really watch films and
You're
that.
chatting shit.
Our house is kind of set up different.
Bruv, listen. See, if you watch Game of Thrones or whatever, she might not have told you, but see Jon Snow or something, she's like, yeah, he's all right still, you know. She just might not have told you, but trust me, they do, bruv. Get me? Might be one of them. I don't know if it's the white Donnies sometimes, it's the black Donnies, might be, what's his name? Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders.
You saying Tamwa might creep in?
Bruv, it's always the unexpected ones. You're like, raw, how come you like my man? The other ones like, what? It's the actor, innit?
Tamwa makes me think of the Tamwa that was on EastEnders. Remember that worked the store?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
That guy.
But do you know what's mad? Like the Brer from You, innit? You see that program, You? The Netflix program, You seen that? Where he murders the chicken and he's like mad. Like he's a nuts, Brer. Like he murders chicks. He's over possessive. And he follows them and he murders people they're talking to and that. And then he ends up murdering them.
Oh,
You, he falls
the
in,
obsessed
You.
man. Yeah.
But bare chicks was loving my man off. Like you get me? Like he blew up. It's like, bruv, why would you love a serial killer? Like you know, ones like it's actually crazy. Same with like Jeffrey Dahmer, innit? They was all saying he was buffing. Like it's crazy.
Is
blood.
it?
Yeah. Trust
The
me,
guys
blood.
are vicious right now.
Trust me.
You are vicious.
Dangerous, blood. That's why the world's so dangerous, blood. They're looking for trouble. But yeah.
What would you say is the best league in the UK?
Battle Rap League.
The best one. Like if there had to be one and the rest just disappeared.
If it was like, like Don't Flop, you can't fuck with their catalogue. But then it's one of them ones where if you look over the last 3 years, PB have been putting on like the more serious events. And then Institution happened last month, which I think was the event of the year. But I fucking battled on it and I was there and I didn't go to Plug 4. So it's one of them.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to the Plug 4. I feel like the events were very equal. I do feel like the events were very equal. I feel like Institution, it was pit, so it felt a little bit more intimate. Plug 4 was stage. But they were the only thing is, this is the thing, like I was saying though, it's like cool. They done like Don't Flop said, you know what? Come hold my beer. You get me? Man's getting back into the mix now. We're competing. We got an event that's competing with their event. Difference is now is that Premier Battles have announced 3 cards for next year already. Do you get what I'm saying to you? And it's like, bruv, come on, like keep up. But again, I will say I can't do everything on my own, but like you said, it's unrealistic for him to pay certain amounts of money for a team or whatever. But again, we've gone past it when you can't use your brand in one way and say, look how big and lucrative my brand is, and at the same time say my brand can't afford to pay you anything.
Oh, Don't Flop's broke, you think?
No, I'm not saying that, but it's the investment. Do you get what I'm saying? Like realistically,
all the investments
because Premier Battles has got a
shouldn't
team.
be. Hasn't Don't Flop got its own business pot?
when Don't Flop was a team, there was regular events, there was regular promo, there was one man running the forum, there was one man, doing designs, all fresh designs all the time. They had a dedicated designer. He gets it, some bits done, but again, it's slower. He's doing most of it. He's organising most of it by himself. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not hitting as rapid, whereas Premier Battles, the events that they've announced already, the next 3 events for next year, that's a Trubs event, a Bloodstro event, and a Briggsy event. So that's three different people.
That's the thing. Like, so they've got Don't Flop's got the capacity to hang in one event against another event. Yeah. It's like when a boxer goes in the ring, and it's like sometimes they can go in, they can hang for the first round, and it is level. They might even win the round, but if you can't keep it up.
So out of this year, then who's done the best? Because
PB's done the best. Don't Flop had Institution, which was a massive event. What other big did they do this year?
We done a recap on the channel. You can check it out. Us recap the whole year, and he done like I think 5 or 6 events. Nothing big though, other than Institution. Do you get me? So
what are the big like PB battles that's been?
Like Shotty Shuffle was massive. Koj against Real Sick. Like American.
Gemini versus Coffee Brown.
Gemini versus Koj was.
Gemini versus Koj was big.
Like Quill versus Visual, I thought was like amazing from Quill.
Didn't Quill battle Shuffle? Am I bugging?
No, he battled Marlowe.
Yeah.
Shuffle battle.
Harry
Baker.
Would you say that like? So what makes someone a PB rapper?
I don't think there is really at the moment.
There isn't.
There's a couple, because there is people.
They're holding it as like just their entity is just there to battle.
There are people that won't battle for Don't Flop. So at the moment,
no, but they're like actual people from Manchester.
Yeah.
Like does Manchester run Premier Battles as in that they've got their own time?
A couple of years ago, PB was PB was essentially a Manchester company.
They
did the odd event here and there, and then the Manchester events of like the people turning up has just got a bit less and less. They've gotten to a stage where they went to Liverpool. They put O'Shea on against Soul Khan, and they sold out. Obviously, anything that you put Shuffle on is going to sell well as well. But they sold 300 tickets.
Bro, what Soul Khan?
Yeah,
that's some old school guy, isn't it? No way, man. Must have to watch that. That's crazy.
So they sold Liverpool out. But that's the first time they've ever been to Liverpool. But they're finding themselves now, PB, that most of their shit's going on in London now. They're well-attended big events. So there ain't really
that's why Bad always says, man, don't be shy to come to London, man. No, shouldn't take this long.
They're not now. So it's like when you say what's the difference between them, there's not loads. There's not loads of difference now.
A couple of years ago, it would be like Don't Flop are putting on London events and Premier Battles are putting on up north events. Whereas now, Premier Battles are in London more.
Well, what did you say? I don't know.
But Don't Flop again.
I feel like when you're out of London though, because that's a bit of a flip. Because you know, like when you go out of London, you always see them kind of guys. They're more. Like, have you seen like I think it's the Midlands and up north and that, like how they clash and that. Them man are doing weekly clashes, like.
They do grab clashes and that.
Like even Drizzy put up what he done this month here, fam. My man's done like 10 things. Even when I looked at it, I was like, bro, like that's taps, man. I'm just doing like one battle. Do you know what I mean? Like up north, they're proper.
So this is the thing though.
They thrive more over there.
But
do you know what I mean?
They do what man used to do, innit, when man was younger, where like man will go home tonight and I'll write 10 16s. But remember, it's Grime 16, so when I shank man's mum, when I ran up in his drum, then when I, you know what I'm saying? Man will go home and I'll write 10 of them fire ones, and then I'm coming out tomorrow, and then someone who says, my man's sicker than my man, man will say, what? Are you mad? Can we go? And then we'll just start clashing. So
where did the hunger go?
It's a battle,
where did the hunger go?
It's not like a written, specific, prepared battle. It's just who's got a code of 16s.
But the hunger should come back to the ends, though.
But it's the thing, like you were saying earlier, people get older, innit? People get responsibilities. So it's for the younger people to be doing it. And the music changed into drill.
But not us, just the ends.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like the younger generation. That's what man's saying.
With drill, where it became more gang related, I think the pride in that gets in the way of the clashing.
Like, look what you just said. I will shank man's mum.
Yeah.
Boom,
But remember, in grime, a lot of these youths that are saying this, they're not actually beefing each other. See, with drill, because so many men are beefing each other nowadays.
There was people beefing.
There was obviously crazy teachers in jail, innit? Yeah, obviously, man, know there was beef in the grime thing, yeah. But
that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is the majority of the clashes. I'm saying, bruv, drill people should clash, but for some reason they don't, innit, as much. Like, it's not obviously Pen Game's the first time we've really actually seen drill clashes, innit? Before that, I was saying for years, blood, they should do drill clashes.
If my man drops something in his ops,
but because it's real, it's hard to get them in the same room and make them actually do it and say, "What, suck your mum," and the man says, "What?" You get me? Like, man's all gonna try and ching around.
They're better than battle rappers anyway, so it don't even matter.
But this is what I'm saying to you, innit? It's just a different culture, innit? So it's like the culture just changed a little bit for the youth. The thing is, it doesn't make as much sense for them.
It got a bit sophisticated. Or it still is sophisticated. So you've got. It's almost like quite snobby, like within that, where it's like if someone goes up there and he just does mum jokes all the way through, people will look at it and be like, I can't believe he just brought that. But certain people in the crowd who come to their first one are like, I fucking love that. Like, it's kind of a bit similar like that with me. Like sometimes a lot of them will be like, oh, shit's so basic, but then certain people like it. Like the thing is,
but more people will like it than the people that remember. It's only a small people from battle rap. Who are like, oh, he should have more multis and But they're the minority. But because the majority of the fans,
because they're vocal on the forums and that, people fucking listen. Like if you got a load of fucking spotted youths who threw something together, who was basically what Rowan and Kruger were, and they threw it together and they were like doing stuff in a pub, and it's like you against you, and it weren't. Our scene wasn't able to fucking see it and fucking mock them and whatever. Fucking throw them off and make them feel like, or even just the fact that they can look at ours and be like, oh no, I need to do multis and that. If somehow they could just miss it and just do it and it would just grow organically itself and they'd make all the mistakes that Rowan and Freddie made, but then get the luck with the breaks, it could blow.
Oh, of course.
There's no reason why the history repeats itself. There's no reason. The people are like, oh, it's moved on, so it can't happen. But it could happen. It could happen exactly the same way, but
that just made me think of a question. What would you say is your most best era in battle rap?
My favourite was early Don't Flop, like round to the test 10 kind of time. It was when we started going to Brixton Jam. And you'd go there and it was like, instead of there being 20 people in the room, it was like, hang on, there's like 200 people in the room. And it just on the cusp of it blowing. When it fully blew, I didn't personally like it so much because it wasn't so intimate. Like, because I was never a battler, I found myself going to the big events and the only people that I ever knew was the battlers. But because there was all these new people didn't know who I was, it was kind of like, you chill there in the crowd where I didn't know anyone. So I was like, not trying to be like, oh, I should be there. But I was just like...
Should have been battling, mate.
Should have been a battler.
Rowan always says, like, if you came in 2010 was 13 years ago, so I was 24. I couldn't have done it then because I was too uptight when I was 24. I was someone who, if I went there and someone was like, you fucking... look like this or your mum this or whatever, I'd get pissed off and it's like, and it wouldn't be enjoyable. And then the things I would say would be more trying to be fucking nasty, hitting in, and it wouldn't be as funny. Like, so as I've got older, you just mature and I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I know that, like, I know what I am. And it's like, if people come in and what they want to say this, say that, it's funny. But when I was 24, it wouldn't have been funny. So that's why I wouldn't do it.
All right, final question before we wrap it up here. Shotty versus Twerk has just been rescheduled and re-announced. Who you got winning?
I've never seen Twerk before.
You've never seen Twerk?
I can't even lie. Like, I mean, I've seen clips of him and he's fucking loud and whatever. So, but yeah, uneducated answer, but I'd have to say.
Can I just remix the question then? Because you don't know New Jersey Twerk, yeah? Who do you think that Shotty should be battling against and bringing it back, who would you say, right, if I had the budget and the control, I would have put this person against Shotty?
I had this conversation with Rowan the other day, and I was like, it wasn't about Shotty, but it was about Kruger. And you know that, like, in URL and all that, in a minute, they've got these, like, non-disclosure agreements. I was like, if I had all the money in the world, I would make you battle Kruger, but it'd be a full disclosure. You have to say this, and this. And
what do you reckon of Briggsy calling out her to battle on the flop? I don't know if you see that.
Never happened in a million years. Yeah.
As a puss,
never happened.
The only say that with a powerful P as well. Puss.
The only way Rowan's ever getting in and battling is like some sort of. It would be on beat for a start, and it'd be some sort of concept.
Grab
someone that he could fucking control and make sure that he wouldn't even he wouldn't even trust me. Like if it
remember that time I was trying to battle him in Birmingham and he wouldn't rap back.
Because if it was like, oh yeah, Sean, yeah, you against Rowan. He'd be like, I know what he'd think is like, Sean would get too influenced by like wanting to fucking be the expose. And then, so he just would never, he would never.
So wait, hold on. Man's saying, forget who shot you should battle. Man's saying,
get me up there.
Don't Flop's owner, he's scared of battle rap himself.
He is, bro.
So he's scared of what he can get exposed of, man. He's letting... You see this kind of... We need people, that are... This is craziness. News just in, guys. Like, thanks for pointing the camera here. Obviously... Bruv, man.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's
get
like...
a pair of socks, man.
Rowan's my absolute boy, but...
Yeah, same.
There is
Everyone
no
knows.
way of dressing it any other way than
Everyone
he's
knows.
scared.
Because he can't. But I see him rapping all the time.
I can't remember who I said. I said to him to
he can't be that bad.
Battle someone, and he said, "Nah, I'd be too rusty. I couldn't come back and battle them." And for me to even hear him say that was like mad humbling. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Like, us just basically admitted that he doesn't feel like he would be good enough.
So he can't say that anyone can't battle them. There can't be a criteria. But
bro, like even with Cracker, you have to remember I was booked to battle Cracker. He was meant to come back. He accepted it. Must have wrote a couple bars. Then realized he couldn't lock three solid bars that he was happy with to spit to me, and he cancelled the battle.
Cracker's one who said
this
to me
is
a few
crazy,
times that he wants.
I thought would battle someone. Didn't battle? He's battle, bro.
He's battle DNA and shit, bro.
Wasn't he good at bro, he can't be this bad. What's the thing?
It's nothing to do with
it can't be
being
that bad.
It's because
I'm thinking of it.
Bro, it's because he's it's similar to Luna and that, innit, bro? When you get to a certain stature, bro, it's got to be an impactful battle. It's got to be a big battle. I can't come back and battle and get 5k views. Do you get what I'm saying?
Why not though?
Because it's just your legacy, innit? I think there's all of them things to consider, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you don't think that man should... Alright, cool. So you saying that
I doubt Er's got a battle under 50k.
No, but I'm saying, if your time... Forget now, because man's not saying him, but I'm saying if your time goes, like you reach a peak and you know to yourself, you can't get that 100k anymore, do you think you should just call it a day and preserve your legacy?
You pick strategic battles that you know, like Murder Mook. He doesn't battle every day. But he knows when he comes back, it's going to be a big one, and he's been watching who to battle. But he keeps his pen sharp. Do you get me? Er's not in battle mode, where he's been at home writing battle bars and stuff, saying, "I'm going to pick my man soon and battle him."
It's
the word, the 8 your words thing.
Yeah. It comes down to just risk against reward. He's got fucking loads to lose if he comes in and someone goes in, because any one of your battles has got such a leg up on him. Yeah. And so he can lose a lot. What's he gonna gain? Like say if he comes back against Briggsy and he just smokes Briggsy, he'll get a little bit of plaudits or whatever. But most people would expect it.
Well, I'm disappointed because obviously me, I'd be on some bruv. Like at one point, man, I don't know, these lot should be battling for their league or something.
But remember, you have to remember this as well. Since his disaster beef and that, no one's battled him. So remember now, he's got to stand in front of someone who's going to potentially do 3 rounds of disaster done this to you, disaster done that to you.
So Rowan's last ever battle was that
But
2-on-2.
again, it's just...
Oh yeah, that's his perspective.
Yeah. Bender and Lopez, that was his last ever one.
I think so,
I thought it was the guy with the glasses in America.
Oh, John the Don. Yeah, it was.
I thought that was his last.
Yeah, it was, I think. But yeah. All right, yeah, but bruv, thank you for pulling up, man. Hopefully we're gonna get you back on whenever you're about. Shout us. You can come down and co-host and that, you get me, bruv. But where are they finding you at online and that?
Sean Kray, everything. Yeah.
What's your best battle that they got to look for?
Best battle, it will be Raws when it drops next month. Best one that's out there now is Free Will.
Where they finding you at, bro? Where they finding you at? F-Tilio.
Don't come looking for me.
If you find his Instagram,
none of you lot come looking for me. I swear down. If you look for me, I'm gonna come looking.
His real
for
facts,
you.
yeah. His Instagram name is F-Tilio, yeah. My 4-year-old son gave him that name, blood. Yeah. This is how you know. You get me? Man's raising kings out here. You get me? He's already naming the youngers. You get me? That's the name now. Come on,
yeah,
part of the clip,
F-Tilio, man.
Come on. I listen. This Professor Banner TV, the battle rap show. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, follow, all of that stuff, and tell your mama I said safe. Easy.